Let's go to the heart of the truth as you would see it. You said in that speech in Keighley that the Koran tells Muslims of the rapes in Keighley, that's acceptable. Then you say, now that sentence could get me 7 years in prison. You repeatedly boast about breaking the law, and you effectively say that this, quote, wicked, vicious faith has expanded by rape. Serious.
Now, you asked about 6 questions in that point. I did not boast about breaking the law. I illustrated the fact that we no longer have free speech in this country. I'm saying how outrageous it is that if I say this outside, I could be prosecuted. I did not say that there's a direct connection between these rapes and abductions of young teenage white girls and the Koran, but I said that there are elements within the teachings of the Koran, verse after verse after verse, which can be taken by people, especially young Muslims who've got a sort of a punk understanding of their religion, which can be taken to justify this.
I tell you, you're not a Quranic scholar, I'm not a Quranic scholar, but I have got the words that you said in front of me. You say, if they get a non-Muslim girl and they get her pregnant, then her community doesn't want her and the child generally grows up a Muslim. And that's the way that this wicked, vicious faith has expanded.
That's nothing to do with the Quran, that's just a matter of historical fact.
So Islam has expanded because of rape.
It's one of the ways in which it expanded. It's also expanded, as the Quran tells its followers to do so, it's expanded at the point of the sword.
You have no qualms about saying that?
No, and if the BBC thinks that, I'm saying this secretly and so on, no, I'm not saying it secretly. I've said it at a private meeting because we're not allowed to say it on camera. You give me 20 minutes or an hour, a special programme, to dissect the Quran, and I will show you that we have a monster in our midst.
But I just want to be absolutely clear that you were saying that a religion which attracts more than 1 billion people worldwide, is one of the fastest growing religions in Western Europe, has expanded because of rape.
It is one of the ways in which it has expanded. If you look at the history of India in 1948, you had mass rape going on there throughout what is now Bangladesh and so on, directed against Hindus and Sikhs. It seems to be part of what Ankara, the Labour MP, has said it's a cultural problem with some of these people. It's not cultural, it's underlying, it's a religious problem.
As chairman of the British National Party, do you not understand, not only that that is offensive, but that the leader of any other political party in this country would have to resign for making the comments that you've just made?
Then that really shows that they're not actually there talking up for reality, because I'm afraid it is reality. It's not just me. You'll find if you go to Derby, there have been serious racial disturbances in Derby between young Muslims and young Sikhs who complain of precisely the same thing, an element within the young Muslim community preying on their girls for a mixture of sex and religious reasons.